So here's how you do it. You
use the ARP.
You play this ARP, and that somehow makes this thing spin around.
Of course.
So yeah, obviously, right? What the hell took me so long to figure that out?
Okay, here's the problem. On a normal, if it was a more traditional kind of game, you know, I'll get it in a second. It would make sense because it's the big object in the room. It's fancy, you know, looking, as I said there. So you might be naturally attracted to that, and it's connected to, as potentially as a mechanism, to the chandelier. The problem is that story-wise, even if you haven't read Lord of the Rings, you're not inclined to believe that Gollum would be inclined to actually, you know, get close to the harp or even, you know, inspect it or be able to interact with that.
Like, there's no mechanism that shows the harp supposedly being connected to that. There is nothing...
To be fair, no, it's directly under it. Again, easy game design, you know, big object right in the center of a room might gravitate your attention. The only reason I didn't, because like I said, Gollum is not the type of character that will actually go around and pluck an harp and see what happens, you know. He will definitely be the guy who says, I don't give a shit because it's elf stuff.
It actually goes back to what we're talking about too. They're clearly writing Gollum as the protagonist of Deponia, like as a point-and-click adventure protagonist, like who just tinkers around with everything.
This could potentially work. The problem is, I don't think it fits Gollum to his
no, that and there's that too, and that's another problem game-wise, because there's a lot. Even before this point, there's a lot of instruments in this game that you can play, like bells and xylophone. Not xylophone. There's another instrument somewhere. The point is, there's plenty of instruments that you can play in the game, but they're just there as little thingies that you do just for shits and giggles. And those instruments don't do anything except for this bell, of course, and the harp, because this is actually part of the puzzle. But there's a lot of times in this level, in this game, outside of this level, where you find certain little instruments that you can play, but they don't do anything. They're just there for the sake of, I guess, you know, detail and shit. So silly me, I thought that ARP was probably just another one of those, you know, because again, the game didn't point to the ARP in any way, shape, or form.
Come back down here.
I mean, even further to...
Oh, actually, no, I think the door was open for that.
Sorry, my video thingy again. Do you have time?
We got a free 30.
Uh-oh, it's Gandalf again.
I know you well
3:30.
to doubt that, my old friend.
My king, if you knew me well.
So now we have these two wizards. Okay.
Again, the one on the left
Once
is
the Elf King.
Okay, the Elf King and the wizard,
and Gandalf.
Gandalf.
A wizard did it.
Whoa! Suddenly blue.
Alright, Dibs, and click.
Thank you.
Why does it look so blue?
So, find a way out of the chambers, it says there. Okay, let's try that. Oh, not through here, it seems.
Yeah, Tranduil is, bit suspicious.
Alright, let's restart the checkpoint, I guess.
You know, it actually would have been funny if he actually
Hold on, Java.
didn't catch you.
Behold this, I'm about to make another interesting point. Okay, find a way out of the chambers. It says there. So I guess we're supposed to sneak out of here. Okay, makes sense. Oh, hold on. Wait. Nothing here.
Well, at least, you know, the guy who desired to speak with Gandalf finally gets to do so.
All right. Hopefully, it'll be smooth sailing from here. Let's see.
You want Gandalf to not be vague, bitch, please.
Yeah, of course. Like it's typical in media for the mentor figure to be vague. Because again, that's what I love about that scene from Kung Pao where they make fun of it. Like the answer you seek lies in the stars. I don't understand. Of course you don't. I'm speaking in riddles. That's kind of the point. Like a clue that will make you go, oh, so that's what you meant. Stars above.
Well, I mean, there's literally a character in Power Rangers Turbo that comes from the planet Inquirus.
Power Rangers Turbo.
Well,
Wait,
shit.
how did he spot you? You were behind the curtain.
I can see through walls!
So, okay, game. How am I supposed to quote-unquote escape from the chamber like you tell me to?
Okay, here's the issue. Because the camera isn't typically showing you what the guards are seeing, you could accidentally move between curtains and I guess trigger them without even knowing it. Like, good lord. And yeah, it's been said before, but it needs to be said again. The lighting here is ass.
You want to hear the best part, Jova? Hold on. Wait for it.
I would mind, and I need you to trust me.
See, Gandalf cares for Gollum.
Yeah, right. So basically I decided to just listen to the dialogue for now.
Why not?
You know, I wonder actually if Gandalf knew the role Gollum would play in the long run of stuff, and he was really playing the long game.
I think it's almost up. Hold on.
Don't act surprised, my friend. I sensed his craving in him, his obsession. And now, Gandalf the Grey makes his rare visit to my
Gandalf the Grey, huh?
Now I wonder why. What secret does this creature hold? What knowledge?
That's the thing, honestly. Gollum don't really know much at this point. Like, I know the characters make it such a big deal,
Remember,
but...
though, that before this, Gandalf did not really knew about stuff like Gollum's backstory. This was basically the thing that he needed.
I guess my issue is that it feels like the story is trying to make Gollum this big, important linchpin without really putting in the footwork to justify it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we know the big role he'll play, but at this point in time, as far as anyone knows, he's just a warped hobbit.
Oh, great. Thranduil wants the ring for himself. Marvelous.
Oh, I guess we have 2 corrupt elves in this game.
Sure, why not?
My borders are safer now than those of Orient.
You're right.
I felt its powers when I met them. Beg your pardon, my
Okay, I'm
Oh my god, are you two still talking? Like...
Oh, okay, like, I'm actually curious.
And now I have a new objective to escape the Elf King. So, by escape from the chambers, they mean wait here until the dialogue ends and now you can escape. Fuck off, game. How was I supposed to know that?
Hold on, is it still possible to leave before the dialogue is over?
I don't remember that.
I mean, I'm assuming maybe it is. It's just that, okay, let me ask you this, Jova. Why would the objective change based on me waiting? I'm assuming I'm supposed to wait, right? Otherwise, why would there be an objective change? Right?
I'm guessing okay, if I'm to give this game the benefit of a doubt, maybe the objective would change, assuming that, like, either, you know, like, well, the king is out of the room, or, like, Gandalf leaves, so the king is still in the room, so then it would change to escaping the king, or the king notices that Gollum is missing after a certain point. Like, my best guess is, like, the objective is overall the same, it's just that the description changes based off of stuff, like, okay. Part of me wonders if they legit made the conversation this long, assuming that the player would be in the room this long, or if they only made it that long just for a player who wants to stand around and listen for said dialogue. Although, given the fact that the game did just save after they finished their conversation, does make me wonder. Because I did notice it automatically saving, so shoot. Maybe you are supposed to just sit there and listen. Although it's weird, because on your first attempt, you were sneaking by just fine. Granted, until you reach the end, and I'm guessing that guard stays posted there, or there's some way around it.
Okay, so the basic gist of it is that, yeah, the guards switch positions. Hold on. There you go.
Don't be scared. I won't harm you.
Don't let him find us.
Uh-oh.
I can still sense him around you.
Oh, does he, like, sense we're in here?
Thranduil has some magic on his own, so he probably perceived.
His shadow looming over the battlefield.
Okay then.
In my dreams.
Oh, I guess he's referring to Sauron.
Yes, because again, Gollum having possessed the ring, meaning that has Sauron's influence on him.
Mm-hmm.
Dimmed out by a blazing, lidless
So I'm guessing I may have been onto something with the fact that I guess escape the Elf King means that now he realizes that we are here and we have to escape him.
never to be seen
Escape.
I think there's a guard up ahead, Pedro.
Yeah.
So now
yeah,
what?
that guard. That's the same guard that got you.
me.
Like I said, I assume that there has to be a way around that guard.
So maybe use a stone to distract them. I mean that's what
There
we
is a
usually
way
that's what we
that-
usually do in these games.
Just get Gandalf stoned or something.
Okay,
Unfortunately, he's not here
All right,
anymore.
let's see.
I will say this.
There you
Okay,
go. All right, go see that. Go
assuming-
see what it is. Go see what. What?
Yes or not?
maybe you have to hit it against something.
Has to be the wind.
Great. I just wasted a rock. Oh look, there's a noise in there.
Oh,
Should I
wait.
check if we're an intruder? Nah, they don't pay me enough.
Really need to start working.
I'm guessing.
Well,
I'm guessing the idea is like, well, throwing the stone makes him look the other way, which allows you to go through.
No, he walks the other way intermittently anyway. So I just wasted 2 rocks for nothing, basically.
great.
Anyway, I will say this. Based off of all the dialogue that was there, assuming that you can just do this, since you were able to do sections of this before even when Gandalf and the Elf King were talking, assuming that they put all that dialogue just in case somebody waits that long, kudos in that regard. Again, unless the level is supposed to take that long. As it always is neat.
Yeah,
when you
no.
know.
Who do we have here?
Your all-star prisoner. Do some of the elves
And
not
guess what, guys?
know about
And guess what, guys?
Oh, you're supposed to get out of that door. Okay.
Yep. And the fun fact is that the game magically restarted me here.
Don't you worry.
Even though logically I should have been penalized by going back to the beginning of the section so I can try again, right? But no, instead the game spawned me right in front of the exit.
I guess it does make sense when you're supposed to listen to the entire conversation and then the door opens.
I just wish the game would have made that more clear then.
Yeah.
Ain't that funny? It's like the game went, okay, you know, I'm a little too cryptic for my own good.
Okay,
so
it's not intentional, but I kind of like the fact that Gollum himself, reacts to the sudden change of the lighting.
All right then, let us try and escape.
All right, so do
What are
I
you
go?
guarding exactly? The
A
daisies?
fountain?
I have no
Whatever that
fucking clue.
stone-
No,
thing
his
is-
job was just looking at the daisies all day. Sure, I guess it proved fruitful for this case, but I question the placement, in universe. Brilliant.
All right, I guess we'll just.
That
I
worked.
guess you were not supposed to get down that way, but taking those victories.
Fuck it, let's just get. Clearly, there's a point in here where we should have said stop, but fuck that shit. Let's keep going.
You see, guys, sequence breaking is just a nice and hidden. Oh, you almost made it.
I'm almost made it. Yeah, that's the interesting thing. That's the interesting thing. Yeah, like remember, I already sequence broke the game twice at this point. Like first that bit in the caves, and now this part where the checkpoints restart somehow spawned me at the exit.
But you see, gentlemen.
Not that I'm
sequence
complaining, mind you.
breaking-
Anything to make this game go by quicker is fine by me. But
You see, gentlemen, we here at Daedalic made the bold decision to make sequence breaking a part of the main game experience.
so is it like with State of Decay 2, where you literally have a respawning button in case you get stuck? I'm not kidding, by the way. Like that game is so broken, they literally gave you a respawn button to save yourself when you get stuck.
Well, to be fair, in the SSX games, if you get in a no-win situation in those, Like if you're skateboarding and you go down a dead end or you're about to wipe out, you just press the select button.
Correct me if I'm wrong. That is cool, this, but correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure that's not how a State of Decay game is supposed to work. I'm pretty sure those are two completely different genres.
Well, it depends. Do you do any kind of boarding in?
No, you do not. It's just a game where you shoot zombies.
Well, hey! How about a snowboarding zombie game? That would sound awesome.
Don't worry, I'm sure State of Decay 3 will be just peachy.
Yay.
Well, all right, I keep forgetting that game is a thing.
Well, no, it hasn't been announced yet, Joe. It's more of a case of...
Well, actually, it has, remember? They announced that at one of the recent Microsoft conventions, like they sort of CGI trailer and everything. I don't blame you for forgetting, because it's just a generic CGI trailer, and they haven't shown anything since, but they did, actually. Again, it's a good thing these guards are fucking idiots. Like,
they're supposed to be the smart ones.
See, here's the thing. The only reason he found me is because the game is programmed so that if one of the guards touches me, it counts as him finding me. Not because he actually saw me. Like, he was just bumbling around randomly. That's the thing. Okay, so you're actually supposed to go in here.
Gollum is loose, somewhere on the grounds. Find him, but do him no harm.
Yes, my king.
Well, nice to see that they had even female elf warriors, I guess.
Well, we've seen her before, to be fair.
Yeah.
Although
the weird thing is, shouldn't they be calling her Cruel She-Elf instead of just She-Elf?
Maybe that one is not so cruel. Maybe. Who knows?
Well, that's why I'm pointing out. It's like, well, I assume that originally the Cruel She-Elf was just like, you know, the one. So, She-Elf, what? No, they got other She-Elf warriors, so that's nice and everything. But, no, seriously. Honestly, is it any wonder that Sauron's plan to return nearly worked if these were supposedly the most smartest and intelligent beings keeping and preventing that?
Mm-hmm. There you go. Alright, so now we go through here. There's even the auto-saving there to confirm that it's a new checkpoint. Okay.
I get why they made these flowers purple, but in story, these flowers look uncanny compared to, you know, the flowers you can't hide in.
Alright, I guess we'll wait for him to go the other way around. Go on. Go on. And there you go. Alright, another checkpoint.
Wait, why am I doing the French national anthem?
Yeah, shouldn't you be doing ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta?
Well, this game was made in Germany, so I could get away with the German national anthem. Problem is, I don't know it.
What about Rule Britannia? Because I hear you guys apparently used to rule the waves.
What we need is a knockoff version of our Shores theme. It would be perfect for a game like this. Or maybe, or even better, Dwibs. A Sonic Unleashed E-rank version of the Lord of the Rings theme.
Yeah.
Where our tells the orchestra to perform it completely out of tune. Go see The Rock.
Yeah.
What is even the point of the bloody rocks if they don't do anything?
They're there to look pretty.
Maybe these are the smarter guards that aren't fooled by rocks?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure when you're guarding stuff and you hear a noise, you're supposed to go check for intruders.
Or have someone else go check it.
Jesus Christ. There you go. Go
They do that in Hitman, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, they also do that in Metal Gear. Like, and even though that game isn't even started production, I'm pretty sure Fizzant will also do that.
This is still going.
Yes, this is still going. And it's going to keep going.
When did Metal Gear implement sound distractions again?
Metal Gear Solid 2. Well, actually, no. Technically, Metal Gear 2, Solid Snake for the MSX, because in Metal Gear 2, if you walk on certain surfaces, the guards will hear and start searching. So, however, that's, to be fair, that's unintentional, like unintentional on the player's part, most likely, because there's not really any major reasons why would you do that, because it just alerts the guards to where you might be. However, starting with Metal Gear Solid 2, you had that new mechanic where if you lean yourself onto a wall, you can press circle to go to alert to potentially this other guy. You can so technically Metal Gear Solid 2.
As for Hitman, the sound distractions didn't really start until the second game, which was 2002.
So right after MGS2, basically.
Yeah.
He's crossing the river? Not quite yet. Like, okay, I feel like they should have saved that dialogue for when we actually are crossing the river. Dumbasses.
Also, why am I low on health? Like, I grabbed the thing. What hit me?
Fall damage?
It shouldn't be. I didn't hit the ground. I grabbed the vines. I shouldn't.
Because
Oh.
Okay, moving on, I guess.
My God, even as an escape sequence, this is dragging.
Yep.
Like, this should be like a high tense moment, but just feels like it's dragging.
Escape the elves. No, really? I thought I was supposed to run straight towards them.
It's just me. The king, he knows. He knows. Stop hissing.
Okay, well, I guess I'll give it this. The scenery right there in the background, that looks good. I will say that. It's probably just a JPEG file or something like that, but it looks nice when you look at it, I guess, so there's that. Alright, continuing. And yeah, Mell is no longer with us, so now we're back to just being silent and boring again.
Alas.
Alright, there you go. Now we're here. Let's climb a bit more. God damn it, game. There. The game is mocking us.
He mocks us and bites us in every ways. Don't go near him, precious.
Yeah, don't go near the game, precious.
Sweetened flour. What was
Oh, so you do have an animation for him to look like he's putting something in his loincloth.
Yeah, but it's typical
Not
in
that he
games,
even
to be
has
fair.
pockets.
Yeah, well, to be fair, it's typical in games because, you know, it's very hard to animate and putting an actual thing in his or her pocket. So so developers usually just have them look like they put it on their ass. So.
Well, my point is like, well, they haven't even used that animation much. Like most
it's when you collect the
cutscenes, they'll
collectible.
just-
It's to find the collectible animation.
So why not use that animation in cutscenes? Like, it would look better than just Gollum staring, sometimes in the wrong direction at an item.
Oh, Jova, you and your questions.
Again, like Tio has
Why
mentioned.
do you ask questions to which you already know the answers? I know that's the wrong Ian McKellen thing, but fuck it, I don't care.
Like, I mean, like Tio mentioned, there is a sign that there were devs who actually cared, so what happened? And yes, I've seen the what happened video, but I still just have to wonder, just why? Why does this game have to be such a pain? especially when we finally are getting something of interest.
Well, if it helps you, Jova, Chapter 8 is going to be entirely focused on Mell. So, there's that.
Oh god, like, I legit wonder, like, is it gonna be like, oh, Gollum starts to like Mel, but then something bad happens to her, and that causes him to close himself off from the world?
Not particularly, no. Alright, so now that, see, I was low on health, but I saved the checkpoint, the game saved the checkpoint, so I just restarted from the last checkpoint so I could heal my health. So, again, rendering the food system pointless! Look at Mask. Well, at least Mel's back.
Nice.
What are you looking at? It's Gwendol, I think, that you pronounce it. Oh, in the meantime, Theo, this would be the part where I recap to you what happened, but guess what? You missed exactly nothing, so don't worry.
I know.
Apparently, what these faces are... I'm guessing these are like elves who are either past or doomed to die.
Yeah.
Born of, previous elf. This is a game thing, the original Fortress Elf of Mirkwood did not really have this thing. Again, it's another one of those things where it wasn't in the book or the movies. The game devs wanted to create something new, and suspension of disbelief makes it plausible that it's a thing.
Indeed.
They did mention one particular character, a Gwendol, or...
No, it's not. Again, it's a thing for the game.
Right, so the Gwen one's probably going to be important for later.
And Gwendol is alive, is he not?
Oh, there we go. So, So yeah, Gwendol, despite having a mask, is still alive, which I guess is just foul play.
Okay, moving on.
That was certainly a render.
Alright, other mask.
I guess they're trying to make the masks come off as creepy. With those angles.
Yeah, and the music.
Nothing happens.
Oh, this Gollum's scared of...
Hey, nothing happens. Hey, you just summed up this story.
Oh,
this is the game. Yeah, exactly, Jova. This is the game. Nothing happens in this game. It's just...
I was about to say, is Gollum afraid of ghosts or something?
Well, Gollum is as pale as a ghost. He looks at himself in the mirror all the time, and but he can't seem to stand his reflection, so...
I think that is...
The Pret is mocking us!
I think that is, again, like, a thing, though. It's like, they hint that something weird and trippy could happen, but it just doesn't.
Well, in this case, it works, Glebs. You're literally, mocking Gollum right now, so...
Yeah. Yeah, this level doesn't... In terms of, like, aesthetic, it doesn't look bad.
No, it looks fine. And like I said, I did like the way the background looked in that earlier part. It does look
Probably
like...
a PNG, but...
Like, this is actually the one environment in this game that actually looks like how I imagine a Lord of the Rings game should look like, Yes,
because Mordor should look like nice, pretty fields.
Let me put it this way. With the whole dungeon, like it's kind of like a reverse of the first half of The Hobbit. Imagine if they did something similar in the first movie, or rather the entirety of the original trilogy, right? Where everywhere they go looks exactly like the Shire. Everybody will be like, are they almost to Mordor? I don't fucking know. It all looks the same. Like, it's always the same trees. Like... Alright. So, yeah. I'm sure everybody is super excited to see what happens next. But unfortunately, everybody, we're going to have to cut this part short because Yeah,
Run out of time.
we ran out of time. So
Yeah.
Okay then.
oh no, it's like James Rose said. Let me do it this way. All right, everybody. Unfortunately, I would like to play more Gollum, guys, but unfortunately, I don't have the time. So, see you, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.